And we are back at the flea market for another weekend selling video games. Currently it is 10:30. We're setting at $44. It is a Saturday morning, kind of hot. It's supposed to be getting to 92 today and 91 tomorrow. With the Florida humidity, that is definitely going to make it a scorcher out here. A few things we sold here in the last couple hours. We sold The Sims for the PS2 Complete. We sold Akai Katana for the 360. That is a bullet hell shooter, really cool. I actually played that myself. It's not about completing the game. That's all about getting a better, figuring out the mechanics and getting a higher score in it. Pretty cool game. And we sold our pink DSi with a charger. So guys, now let me show you. We made a few changes in the 360 and PS3 games because we just took in a ton. First things first, we added an extra shelf down here and moved the PS1 games down a level. We also moved some of the accessories down. Anything with a yellow dot is new. And as you can see, there are tons of new games. We probably doubled what we had, maybe even tripled. Even some of the stuff up here is actually new. There's quite a few RPGs and some fighting games up here which are new this week as well. And same with the 360 games as well. We added an extra shelf down here. It actually comes out to be about a shelf and a half because this second shelf up only had about was half full of 360 games. Now it's everything. Again, anything with a yellow dot is new. And as always, there's some new stuff that we flipped around as well. There's some RPGs, Grand Theft Auto 5. Both Fallout games that we have up here are new as well. Well, it is coming up on noon. We are sitting at 121. Definitely been slow. Not a lot of people walking around. There is supposed to be a car show here today, so maybe after noon it'll start picking up. Normally between 12 and 2 is our busy time for the day. A few of the things we've sold here in the last few hours. Had somebody come in and pick up Super Mario World and Super Mario All-Stars, 2 different carts for the Super Nintendo. He also picked up extra innings for the Super Nintendo as well. We then had somebody come in and pick up our Super Game Boy. That was something new that we got in this week. Didn't last more than a couple hours as well. Then we sold the last Pokemon plushie that we had. So guys, if anything else sells, I'll let you know. Well guys, it's 2 o'clock. We've only made $50 in these last 2 hours. It has been extremely slow. On the positive side, if everything works out, I'm going to visit Scott or Scott Squatch over in Pinellas Park tomorrow. Alpha Omega Sin's going to be over there, so I hope to talk to him a little bit, maybe Scott as well. A few things that we've sold here in the last couple hours. We ended up at 170 so far. We sold Where's Waldo box for the NES. They also picked up Echo Tides of Time for the Sega Genesis box. We then sold a loose copy of Skate It for the DS. We had a gentleman come in and pick up 4 of our PS3 games that we just got in, Yahoo. He picked up Call of Duty Ghost, Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare, Resistance, and Resistance 2. So if things stay as slow as they are, we're probably going to go ahead and head out at 3:30. But if anything else sells, I will let you know. Well, it is 3:30. We ended up at 220. We had one last minute sale. It was like a $4 sale. I think we sold 2 things in the last like hour and a half, so we're definitely going to go ahead and get out of here. Things we sold Drawn to Life, box for the DS. Then we had a gentleman come in and pick up a memory card, expansion pack, and a brand new third-party controller, all for the N64. So now guys, stay tuned for Sunday. Just as we were packing, it's a 4:15. Somebody came in, some people have been out here before. They picked up Donkey Kong Classics complete in box for the NES. They also picked up an NES AV cable brand new. So that got us up to $265. So now guys, definitely stay tuned for Sunday. Well guys, I just got on I-4. Still a good 40 minutes out from seeing Scott and Alpha. Really nice blue skies, shouldn't get any rain. It's probably going to be a little hot today, but once we get there, well, let's see what happens. Alright guys, we arrived. I think I'm going to walk out the Mustang before I go visit Scott. So let's see if we can find anything.
think that one is too. No,
No, it's one too.
How much you asking for the Ataris?
$80 for everything. These are like edition, but yeah, I'll look up the color games.
How much are your 360 games?
$3. Regular Xbox is $2, and these are $2.
Okay. Thanks. Let's do that. You gotta be kidding me. I'll be right back. I'll
Okay.
wallet in the car. I'll be right back. Thank you.
Have a good day.
Alrighty, you too. How much are your games?
$2.
2? Okay. Here you go, guys. Here's a picture of the booth and everybody in it. Hey guys, I am here with the immortal Alpha Omega Sin.
Indeedy.
How's it going, man?
Very good, very good. It's hot as hell down
That's what I
here.
was going to say. How are you enjoying the weather down here?
I mean, comparatively to Pennsylvania, this fucking sucks. It's Swamp Ass City. Welcome to Swamp Ass City,
It is.
where you are going to have a gooch that is covered in lots and lots of sweat.
It is humid as hell out
It
here.
is, big time.
So
it's only getting worse because it's the morning. 'Cause you actually have like
I've
sweat
got
trickling.
sweat going everywhere. So, a couple questions. What's probably been your favorite game that you've played in 2016? Something new.
2016, I'd say I put the most time in The Witcher 3 and Doom. Doom's phenomenal. The Witcher 3, I wasn't too sure about. They have the complete edition. That's out now. That's got like all the extra DLC. But Doom, me and my best friends put in a lot of time on that, and it was so damn fun.
So you recommend it?
Oh no, absolutely. Both games I recommend big time. Like there's a game on PS4 called Shadow Warrior. This came out real
Yep.
early on.
I'm
Shadow
a PC
Warrior,
guy. Yep.
old school. Duke Nukem in Japan.
Yep.
They had the new one come out. It was phenomenal. They have Shadow Warrior 2 coming out, and it's like a resurgence of old school shooters instead of like the whole modern warfare type ones, which I find to be relatively generic. But these, I like them. Just pure run and gun, platforming, and just murder everything. And Doom guy is a bad motherfucker.
You're also going to be in Retropalooza in a couple of weeks with Scott and the whole gang out there.
Yeah, it's going to be crazy because I'm going from here. I'm going to be flying up to Pennsylvania, then from Pennsylvania back down to Dallas. So it's a lot, but it's a lot of fun, man. I love Retropalooza.
I'm trying to get out there. I'm just going to miss it this week or this year. Last year I missed it. I'm hoping by next year I'll be able to get to go.
Dude, you should. I mean, he's right now he's got it in Dallas, and then he's got the one in Houston as well. And it's kind of cool when you know somebody that's like growing this from the ground up,
Yep.
and you're proud of your friends when they do that because they're succeeding.
All right, man. I appreciate you taking the time out and doing
Absolutely,
an
man.
interview with me.
Hey,
Thanks.
thank you.
Well, guys, I'm back at the Big Top now. I really want to thank Alpha Megasin for taking time for doing an interview with me, and it was always nice to see Scott and Aaron out there as well. Just so you know, both of them will be at Retropalooza next weekend. Definitely look them up. Scott is just filled to the brim with amazing games, TurboGrafx stuff, Genesis, Super Nintendo. I'll tell you what, Aaron's got some pretty good stuff too. There was a couple things that interested me as well. So make sure you go to Retropalooza if you're in the Texas area and pay them a visit. It's now 11:30, guys. We're sitting at $93. Been kind of slow out here by what my wife's telling me. So some of the stuff we've sold here in the last couple hours, we sold 3 Xbox 360 games. They were Fighters Uncaged, Grand Theft Auto 4, and PGR 4. That's Project Gotham Racing 4. We sold 3 Skylanders and 2 comics. He then came back and bought 4 more comics. We then sold Crash Wrath Cortex for the PS2. He picked up a PS1 controller, a memory card, and an AV cable. We then sold Mad Dash Racing for the original Xbox. They also picked up another copy of World Championship Poker, Yahoo. We're down to like 2 copies. We had 5 or 6 of them at one time, but now we're down to 2. We sold NFL Blitz 2000. That was a loose copy for the PS1. Then somebody came and picked up 3 Xbox 360 games. It was Tomb Raider, Dragon Age Origins, and Fable 3. So guys, once things start picking up again, I'll let you know. Guys, I forgot to show you the stuff that I picked up out in the Mustang outside where Scott and Aaron set up. I got 4 games. They were 4 for $10. First, we got The Punisher for the original Xbox. Pretty good shape, really cool game, very brutal by what Scott tells me. We've got Silent Hill Homecomings for the 360. All of these are complete as well. We've got The Walking Dead Game of the Year Edition. And Marvel Ultimate Alliance. I think this one's went up a little bit in price. I know they re-released this for the PS4 and Xbox One with all the content. Hearing pretty good things about it. I love this game. I know that it'll sell out here with no problems. Well, we just took the Dreamcast in with 2 games. The Dreamcast was in great shape. Had 2 controllers, one with a VMU. 2 games, nothing like real expensive, but a couple nice games. We've got a complete in box Sonic Adventure, really good shape. And we also got Crazy Taxi in good shape and complete. Guys, it's 1:30. We are setting at 1:20. It has been really slow out here today. It looks like this is going to be definitely a slow weekend for us, but that's okay. Since I got to go see Alpha and see Scott over in Pinellas Park, so it's not been too bad. A few things we've sold here in the last couple hours. We sold a Xbox 360 composite cable, the red, white, and yellow cable. Sold Uncharted 3 for the PS3. We sold 10 comics. And then we sold Ratchet and Clank Up Your Arsenal for the PS2. So guys, if anything else sells, I'll let you know. Well, it has been hot out here today. It is 3:30. We ended up at 229. Definitely a very slow weekend for us. A few things that we sold here in the last few hours. I sold Cobra's Triangle, Knight Rider, Qbert, and Track and Field 2 for the NES. We sold Batman Arkham City Game of the Year Edition. They also picked up MotorStorm and a PS3 Afterglow controller. We then sold Sonic and the Secret Rings for the Wii. We sold 4 comics, a PS2, and 007 Everything or Nothing for the original Xbox. Then the gentleman that has a comic book store in Zephyr Hills where me and the wife live. It's called Nerd Addict. We buy quite a bit of games from him. He basically gets stuff in and sells it to us for a really good price. Came by and picked some stuff up, most of the box Super Nintendo stuff that I had and a couple Genesis games. And he also took the Lannis 2 cart as well. He's going to be doing a convention, comic/game convention this upcoming weekend, so I'll let him have some stuff to try to sell out there. So now guys, stay tuned for the wrap-up. Alright guys, here is the wrap-up portion of the video. Going to try to keep it short because this video turned out to be quite a long one. Saturday we did 265, Sunday we did 229 for a grand total of 494. Definitely way down for us for this month so far. Really want to thank Alpha Omega Sin for doing a little interview with me, and Scott and Aaron letting me come out and hang out with those guys for a little bit. So guys, thanks again for watching.